Hello. Welcome to this wonderful interview session. I have the privilege of talking to one of the great minds in music, somebody who has proved time and time again that he has that indelible mark as far as music compositions are concerned. Talking about somebody whose journey from grass to grace is so eventful that we had to set up an interview and talk about what really makes him tick, what gives him that resilience, and most especially why he always churns out these great hits. Talking about no other person than the mellifluous and the sonorous voice of Spyro. How you doing,
Frank, this hype.
No, it's not a hype if it's the truth,
It's such an honor, first of all, to have you here, doing this interview with you, because, I look up to you, we grew up listening to you, so I'm so happy to have you here. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much. When I first noticed you was when you did that Funke thing. Yes.
2018.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. When it came and you were hitting high notes easily, I said, this guy must have some musical background. And I realized that you're a pastor's kid. Were you ever in the choir?
Yeah, for some time. I mean, actually, for a very long time.
Okay.
In my dad's church, I played the drums, and I also, used to sing back then in his church. And then we moved somewhere else, and I joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God. And I worked my way to becoming the assistant choir director.
Wow!
Before my admission into University of Ibadan.
University of Ibadan to study English
language, English and literary studies.
Wow, I should have known because you speak impeccable English.
For where you did.
No. The thing, impeccable English is impeccable English. It's not we're not looking for who is going to carry first in the English.
Well, coming from you, I'm happy to hear that come from you.
No, you do. So that confirms my suspicion that you had a background in English. Now, you play the guitar. You say you play the drums.
You
play the guitar.
Yeah, I play the drums. I play the guitar.
Do you tickle the ivory? You play the piano.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, are you as well versed in the piano as the guitar?
Nah, the guitar is like my thing. I became Spyro by playing the guitar. That the best way for me to write is just to pick up my guitar and I just, play with it. So that's like the best way for me to write.
Yeah.
So I just play the keyboard, a little bit of it. I wanted to learn it so I could play it properly, but time, no day again.
Yeah, but I also understand that it is easier for you to learn how to play the piano if you can play the guitar. It's easier to learn.
It's easier, but it still takes time.
It still takes time and muscle memory. Since you know all these instruments, is there a time that you perform? Your performance, I'm thinking, sometimes do you just tell them, give you a guitar and you sit on a stool and start crooning?
Oh, yeah.
You play the drums sometimes. And
I used to back then, especially with the guitar. Never done that with the drums, but I used to do that with the guitar. But that was back then, the struggling years when I had to make a point, So
yeah, but you still should continue. Sometimes just take a guitar and just sit down and say, okay, I have one special one for you, and you just do it. There's something romantic about a singer that has a guitar.
I agree, 100%. I agree with you. So I will look into that.
You have to, because when D'banj came with his harmonica and stuff. Now
that was a thing.
Then Cocolet will not allow him to do it again.
We loved him for that.
Yeah, I loved him for that too. Then he now dropped it.
I should go back to that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. You should. I would love to start with how you started singing. That's the cliche way of doing that. You said you were, in a choir. You were in the drums. You were a church boy, and you grew up to be. Anybody that grows to be assistant choir director would have some musical knowledge on his coattails. So, I want to ask you the most important question of this interview session. All right. Who's your guy? Who's that guy? Because everybody, who's your guy? So when I'm with friends, when that song comes, who's your guy? I'll be telling him now only me, walai. You understand? So I was looking at it from the perspective of the listener of the song. But you, the singer, who's that person that comes to mind when you sing, who's your guy? And you're telling him not only me. Who is that guy to you? Who's the particular person that is so close to you? He's your
friend.
guy.
There's a friend that's sticker closer than a brother. That's Jesus.
Okay. Jesus is
Who is my guy? I wrote that song from a place of friendship. So most definitely, I have a few people that I think of when I think of my guys.
So that means the song should have been named "Who Are My
Who are my guys?
Who are
Who's my guys? Okay, let me. One person that would be Super Kunle. Yeah,
Super Kunle.
That's Super Kunle. His name is Kunle Adeshuye.
Super Kunle.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's my
That's
business
your
partner.
And that's your guy.
My guy, my friend.
So Super Kunle, remember, don't say I didn't do anything for you.
Shout out
Now,
to Super
when they're
Kunle.
singing that song, everybody's going to be thinking of their guy and Super Kunle.
Yeah, that's my guy.
So when you want to compose a song, do you start with the title or you start with the melody? You said something about the guitar helping you. Do you strum something on the guitar and you get a melody? Then you now think of the lyrics to go with it and the song is complete.
A lot of times back then, I usually would just pick up my guitar and just write. I just play like a progression, like a chord, and then it comes. I start to write. But now these days, sometimes I just listen to a beat or I listen to a song that I like so much, and I'm just like, I could pick something from this song, maybe the progression of the beat or something. I just pick it up and I just whip up something of mine from it. Yeah.
Man, I feel you're actually good at it because your songs are like choruses. So they go and even kids can sing along. You make it basic, simple, and that's just the divine nature of music.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't just happen for me like that because I had to learn that skill from I think Sound Sultan, because back then I used to be very. When you're good, you just want to impress. When you are so back then, when you listen to my song, there's too much going on. I'm just vexing and saying this,
a
saying
lot of
that.
angst in the songs.
So he just told me one day, Spyro, they use 5 chorus inside just one song. So why not just make it simple? Don't compare yourself to the likes of Two-Face because he already has that audience. So if he comes and says, "My Lord, we will get here, make it here, let everybody get real for here," I just said, "I go be here." People will listen to it because he already has that audience. But you need to slow it down, make it simple, make it catchy, repetition and all that. So I'm just like, I was stubborn at first, but then I just decided to listen because it's coming from a place of love, and so I think I now started to study the industry. What do the people want to hear? And then I realized that an average Nigerian man is plagued with a lot. There's a lot going on. So they don't want music that would stress them or make them think too much. They just want to ease.
They don't want anything complicated.
Exactly.
Just give me something that I can start singing immediately.
And then discover that it's really powerful when you're writing your music to make sure that you're looking for primary lines. Nobody good, nobody good. When simple things like that. I got that song from I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. That's it. So it wasn't part of me from the beginning of my career. It was something I had to learn from the late Sound Sultan. It's perfect, so rest in peace.
So you would say that Sound Sultan really had a hand in sculpturing you as a songwriter?
Oh, yeah. I could write, but, it did that fine-tuning.
Fine-tuning.
Yeah, it did that fine-tuning for me. And it wasn't an easy process because I thought, why is this man trying to kill my shine? But along the line, I saw what he was trying to do because I had to learn by experience.
Yeah.
Because the first song I put out that was that simple, picked straight. I'm like, this is what
he was trying to say.
This man is talking about. Yeah.
All right. Did you apply it in the song you did with him?
He wrote 70%, if not 80% of that song.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did, and he did that in this. I'ma get dance like say na salary work you dey do.
Yeah.
I'ma get dance like say na salary work you dey. It's just simple and very catchy and relatable. Yeah.
Oh, man, Sound Sultan was great.
That's a great.
You know, I even heard one song you did with Ice Prince. He said that they do Yimu when they see me do song with Wyclef.
Hey, that song.
Who talks?
They Yimu every time I do song with Wyclef. When you don't ever hear this song, they like Pef. Sound Sultan is
bars.
He said a lot in that song. Actually,
I'm telling you. I met him and I told him. I said, "Why are you saying?" I say that last line you were saying. He said that skunk they like Pef.
It took me a while to get it.
Yeah, I had to ask him. I had to ask him directly.
Yeah, there was one he used in this salary work. He said they tighten their face like monkey wey lick lime. I'm like,
whoa!
They tighten their face like monkey wey lick lime. I'm like, this man is.
He was rest in peace, Sound Sultan.
Yeah.
That was a loss to the
industry.
To the industry.
A lot, yeah.
Okay, now you have Sound Sultan's song in that album, the one you did with him and everything. And the title of the album makes me understand that you are talking about what you did on the album. You said the boys,
the boys, and your guy.
Yeah. So you brought men, meaning
which is why
legends.
you're the best person to be doing this as the man, one of the men.
Oh, me? This guy. You're far too kind.
So you are the Two-Face and the bands and the P Square in the is it the media world
yes,
now?
In the media world. Yes. Do you
Definitely.
know the funny thing? You know, we are all entertainment industry, but we have like facets of entertainment industry. Anytime I see Two-Face, although he's my contemporary, anytime I see him, I can't help but be a fanboy. I'm like Two-Face. And when he sees me, he accords me that same respect. He was performing at Zaza one time and he just gave, and I was like, Two-Face freaking idiot. I was saying, do you know who that is, Two-Face? But we are friends.
Yeah, I know you guys are friends.
Yeah, we are friends, but at the same time, I respect him so much, and I know that that's what you did on this album. So you decided to respect the people that came before you. Sound Sultan is on there. You also respect your own contemporaries, like that your song. VJ Adams, Taoma, Dotun, and I, last year, Valentine's, we did best love songs of all time.
Oh, nice.
So we were arguing and everything. It was a great program. It didn't trend like that, but it was great. So I wanted him to do it again this year, but he didn't. Now, the thing that hurt me was I discovered a classic after that. And that classic was that beautiful song you did.
Oh, wow.
That beautiful.
Which one? Oh, the angels are singing. Oh, yeah.
Look. Anytime I hear that song, I pause. So before my song with you was Funke. I love that song because of your vocal. People think you are joking on that song, but you are not, because you go from normal. You're entering an octave easily.
I was still trying to impress them.
Look, but you did it like I'm not doing anything. We're just doing. That's when I knew that you had a lot of talent. But
Thank you.
Beautiful song, that song. I said that song is also in my radar. The songs, like, it is next to songs like Wizkid's I Love My Baby. Like One Day Colds,
Ololufe.
You know these things, man. You know this. I am telling you, I'm not saying it because I'm interviewing you. I'm just telling you that your beautiful song it ranks among them. Like
that means a lot to me.
You Don't Make Me Fall in Love.
Yes.
So there are songs like that. If I want to go way back, You Are the One by Mike Okri and Veno Marioge.
Okay, they never born us.
They never, but you still listen to Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, of course.
You never born you too. I mean, I ranked that song. How do you know? Because I know that there are some songs that you may have done that didn't make it on this album. How do you know what songs to choose on a particular project? Many people run into difficulty, like Boyz II Men said they didn't like I'll Make Love to You.
Wow.
They had to force them. Yeah, they said,
I heard,
just do
I
it.
heard the interview.
I heard Davido's song, that Lala song he did with CK. I think they wanted to cancel it or something. Then I think Davido's lawyer then now said, hey, I'm not sure about this. This is what I heard, but I've not asked David. They said, put that song. And that Lala song was,
Yeah,
very
blew
nice.
up.
So
Yeah.
what is your method to this madness of selecting songs?
I think I do my things differently.
Okay.
Because the first thing I want to do when I want to drop a song or for this project is to go into prayers. Because I always want to know. This industry is quite expensive to promote music.
I know.
You're talking of hundreds of millions sometimes.
For a song?
Yeah, for just a song. So
Wait. 100 million for a song?
Yeah.
What kind of promotion is that? Is it radio, to play it on radio?
I mean, to shoot a proper video now, you're talking 20, 30 million, 40. I shot down for 40 something million.
I know, because your video, we're going to come to that.
Yeah.
Your video is always enriched by production design, even the costume, the wardrobe, even the locations, the editing, everything, the VFX, everything is, of course, is expensive. But what else do you spend money from apart from the music video?
Spend money on putting the songs on radio,
Exactly.
on rotation on TV. The one
Wait,
takes,
so you have to do payola still?
Yeah, still. The one that it carries the whole money away self is the social media.
Oh,
Yeah,
digital
because
presence.
you're paying TikTok influencers, you're paying Instagram influencers, you're doing
to do
sponsored
challenges
ads.
and-
You're
sponsored.
doing sponsored ads. You can spend as well as 30. I mean, I know a song of Mr. Easy that I heard is spent well over 70 million just on TikTok.
Which song is that?
Can't remember the name of the song now.
Okay.
But it
Wow.
it was a big song,
Okay.
but on that song alone, I heard from a reliable source that I spent like about 70 million on just TikTok.
Is it Ohima?
No,
It's not
no.
Ohima.
No, it's one of his recent songs, maybe about 5 years,
Okay,
3 years ago.
okay, recent,
thereabout.
more recent. Yeah.
So aside from that, you go to Instagram, you pump money there, you do sponsored ads. I think, I don't know about now. Instagram even used to be much more expensive than TikTok as
Okay.
at then, as at the last time, because now I've built like a network of friends, guys in the industry that
that you
we
could.
do things for ourselves that I don't have to spend that much. So
I see.
I started to invest in friendships, in the
Yeah.
space.
So that when in turn they need you,
Exactly.
you could do it.
So
you
I
could-
turn up for them, they turn up for me.
I think that's the best way. I mean,
Exactly. So
collaborations and stuff.
that is why I do not know how much now on Instagram again. But I know I used to
see.
spend a lot of money on Instagram back then.
wow.
So when I want to drop a song, I don't want to miss it. So I usually like to go to God and be like, God,
Show me.
direct me, just let me know. And people think that God is not interested in things like that, but he's very, very interested. So show me, tell me. So the first song I'm going to push on this album, for example, was directly from God. Like I woke up to the song, I woke up to it, and immediately I picked up my phone. I called my producer. I said, I'm coming to record a song this morning as early as 6:30. And the funny thing was that on getting to his studio, I'm like, why did you agree to record a song for me this early and you are here? He said, you even played game till morning. But someone called him, someone that usually doesn't talk to him, just called him and said, Spyro is going to come and do a song in your studio this week. Put your life into it. He said, that's why I'm here. I was shocked.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I was shocked because I was wondering, I called you that early
And
you just jumped up from
no
bed.
complaints,
and
nothing.
started, I was expecting him to say, I can't work. I have Cornell TME.
Wow.
I have someone I'm working with. I have this, I have that. He
Wow,
just
so it was
agreed.
destined to happen.
Yeah, so
What's the
I
name of the
always
song?
just serving a living God. Yeah. So I mean, it's one of the massive songs on the project, and I just love to pray. And then with this album, the inspiration was honestly directly from God, because I posted the back art today, and everyone was like, "How did you ever think of this? This is creativity. This
Yeah,
is genius."
I saw.
You know, how did you 3-in-1 album, the legends you have, you know, how
Yeah,
did, and I'm
beautiful.
like, you know, someone said in the comment section, an idea like this could only have come from the Holy Spirit. And I'm like, bam, that's just it, because I was directly inspired by God to do that. And I mean, it was a day I just sat down. I sat down that day. I don't know, for a funny reason, I just felt controlled to do the things I did. I just sat down and I started thinking of what music was in those days, what it is now, and I realized that there's a lacuna, like there's this gap. Like music then used to come with a lot of message.
That's it.
Proper arrangement. You know,
Then
it was
sometimes the singers will even pause for you to hear the instrumentation, then come back to sing and end it.
Exactly.
Now you guys, nowadays the young people, there's some instruments I want to listen to. All of them, and they'll just say, it looks like they're in a hurry. When the song just ended, they cut it, bam. Oh yeah, let's go. You're supposed to be playing and fading and fading and fading and going. Yeah.
Then there was satire in music.
Exactly.
Music was used to lampoon the follies of politicians. You know,
this guy's really English.
So music was really
yes.
Then
it's true.
You know, but fast forward, it was like I was in a trance doing all this, and then fast forward to now, music is just more of like vibes and inshallah.
I'm telling you this, I see it. Even Bob Marley, people, you know, like Bob Marley, even Marvin Gaye sang What's Going On. It was talking about the ecology. Then you have Bob Marley, you know, singing, "Oh pirates, yes, they robbed, I stole life." It was like a metaphor for what was going on in the world now. And so that is what you're trying to bring back.
Exactly. So, and I'm just like, vibes are good, you know, but how can we have a combination of both vibes and message and, you know,
rhythm, melody
and all that, you know, and that was how the idea for the album just came to mind, you know. That was it basically. So the men, the boys, and your guys. So let's tap into the old, you know, and so I am like the bridge between the old and the present.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah, like the link.
Yeah, just to in creating like a new future for music.
So you're an old soul trapped in a young man's body.
Yeah.
And you're trying
exactly
to bring the past into the future.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you have problems deciding where to draw the line between gospel and secular music based on your background?
I don't have the problem, but unfortunately, it feels like the audience have that problem on my behalf. Because every time that I hear gospel music, do gospel, just go and do gospel, just do this.
You know, when people see you on their TV, since they own the TV, they own you too somehow. That's what they feel. So anything they say, no, you didn't do blah blah.
Exactly. You know. So I don't have any problem being an Afro pop R&B artist, you know, and being a Christian, because they are two different things. I'm a Christian, but my work is I'm a singer.
Yes.
You know, so in my space, I can use my platform to talk about my faith. I mean, not everybody is going to be on the pulpit to preach gospel.
You have to sometimes go into the community.
Exactly.
And try and get people. You have to take the church there sometimes.
How do you reach the people when you are not with them, when you don't understand them, when you don't, you know, so because the Christianity, I keep saying this all the time, that the Christianity that we are all doing today, the Christianity that we have today is a product of a politician, Joseph of Arimathea, who had access to Pilate. You know, because he had access to Pilate and he requested for the body of Christ, you know, while he was on the cross.
While he was on the cross, okay.
If his legs were to be broken, because normally in those days, once you're on the cross and they break your leg, it means you're a thief. So they break your leg and then they just throw the body away anyhow.
Okay.
You know, and the scriptures would not have been fulfilled if that was done to Christ. Peter, John, his disciples, they could not have saved him at that point, as close as they were to him, because they didn't have the access. They didn't have. They were not that powerful.
Access. Yeah, they didn't have access to power to go ask.
Yeah. So it was a normal person, Joseph of Arimathea, that went to Pilate and said, you know what, give me the body of this man. And he was the one that did a proper burial for Christ.
Wow.
You know, Jesus had to die 3 days and resurrect on the third day for the scriptures to be fulfilled. And he was a mere politician. He was just a politician that just had power that did that. You know, so Jesus needs, until today, he needs foot soldiers in every industry.
Of course.
You know, so people are just being hypocritical, because you don't go to bank and say, give me gospel money, give me Jesus money. I want money.
Exactly.
Money is money.
Money is money.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
If we are not going into these sectors to influence these sectors, other people will go there. And that's why we have people doing drugs everywhere now, and no one is talking about it. And the people are out there doing drugs. The level of promiscuity is on another level. Christians are still hiding and saying, yeah, a gospel singer. I don't have a problem distinguishing between, you know, or knowing that I'm a singer. That's my work. That's my job. But my faith, I'm a Christian. That's it.
Oh, that's quite poignant, because I think I like that perspective of yours. I think it is hypocrisy on two levels. The church people, they are pretending to be holier than thou, but on the flip side,
the biggest problem I've ever had in this industry so far are the Christians, not even the Muslims, not the Christians. They are the ones that, and when I was shocked when I came in, you know, into the industry, because in my own head, I'm like, okay, we are family. You know, so when they started giving me, you wear earring, you wear this, you this, you that, say you're a Jesus boy, you are this, and I'm like, come on, you know. And I personally believe that, how do we reach the people outside? Like I said earlier on, how do we reach them outside if we are not with them? If we are not, if you don't go into, Bible says, go ye into the world. It didn't say stay in the church. Go ye into the world and preach the gospel.
Even Jesus said that I did not come for you, I came for them.
And what is the gospel? It's not religion. It's not you judging people that you look this way.
Exactly.
You look this. So a lot of my words were twisted to make me look like the devil. You know, I went for interviews where my sentences were chopped create.
They were paraphrased out of context.
New words, you know, just to, it just feels like once you start. And I've noticed something, and that is that people don't have issues with every other thing. But once you come out and you mention this Jesus, there's always a problem with it. I've noticed everyone that has stood up to say Jesus, you know, there's always a problem, which makes me feel like there has to be something to this Jesus.
Of course there is.
You know, there has to be something, because if you come out and you say you're a Buddhist now, nobody fights you. If you come out and you are...
And you say, yes.
Nobody has...
Nobody.
But immediately you come out and you start talking about Christ,
that's
you know, so that was the point where my eyes were now open that, well, I think I'm in for it, and I'm here to stay. You know, irrespective of all the threatening messages you get, we cancel you, we will do this, we will do that. And I'm like, you didn't bring me here. God brought me here, and he's going to sustain me, you know. So.
Let me tell you something. I think I belonged to that school before. Many years ago. That was in 2007. 2006. You know what happened? I was criticized. I remember that day as crystal clear as if it happened yesterday. So I was talking with my friends. I said, all these pastors that drive all these cars, you know, pastors, flashy cars, driving flashy cars. What are they talking about? And I started naming all the pastors with flashy. I even named one pastor that had all the series of BMW. The other one had the G-Wagon. I was saying this. I even knew what all pastors were. And I'm a Christian myself, but I think I was too hypocritical. Do you know what happened to me the next day? I was robbed. My car was stolen. I kid you not. Aja, that's where I used to stay. And I remember that it was just yesterday I was talking about cars, especially. It's that car thing. And armed robbers came and took my car on a Sunday. I was talking about this on a Saturday, on a Sunday. So, but I got the car back because they just used it to rob. They wanted to, so the robbers, I was doing Wants to Be a Millionaire then. Then when I looked, so when they stopped me and they brought out guns, I should come down, I came down. So one of them was looking at me as if, where do I know this guy? But I didn't want him to mistake the fact that maybe I'm the one that knows him. Because if you say I know this, that means he knows me. Maybe I should shoot him or something like that. He now said I should get into the car. I said, the car, there's no security, you can take it and everything. The guy said, get into this car. So one guy just said, why are you holding on? This guy turned. Immediately he turned back. They run. I ran for their life. But what I'm trying to say is that because of that thing, I just remember that I shouldn't be judgmental. I shouldn't be hypocritical. I shouldn't even, it's not, the kingdom of God is not about that, because there are many things that are involved. So because someone preaches the gospel, they shouldn't have the good things in life. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the idea that people have, that once you should look a certain way, which is against the doctrine of Christ, which is against the Bible, because the Bible says that, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health. And it says God is able to make all grace abound unto you, that you having all sufficiency, that you having sufficiency in all things shall abide unto every good works. So God is interested in your prosperity. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. So if the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, then I should be having the best. Christ is better preached in a G-Wag. Christ is better preached in a Lambo. The gospel of Christ goes, you say, see God, we do. I mean, that's lifestyle evangelism.
That's his testimony, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So this God, you can't be so poor and going to, I'm not saying if you're poor, you can't preach Christ. I mean, but you get the way where you go look, where you say, I mean, I've been able to drag a lot of people to Christ, because coming down from a G-Wag and saying Jesus is Lord, you see, I'd be like, this Jesus. Like this Jesus Lord, true, So God wants us to have the best things of life.
Exactly.
And people now see those things and be like, seeing Jesus by the way, diamond,
this thing, bling.
I mean, I'm at a point in my career, I had to make it like, I don't like those things before. I didn't like them before, but I had to make it a point of duty to do them, to show people that you can be in Christ and be successful.
Okay, like the Israelites, where did they get all that gold to mold that calf? So they were still, exposing themselves to trinkets. They had jewelry and all that. Exactly. So if you wanted to summarize your rise from grace to grace, to success and everything, if you wanted to use a Bible verse as testimony, which one would it be?
Bible verse as testimony. That would be when the Lord turned around the captivity of Zion, we were like they that dream, because that just sums it up for me. I thought I was going to die broke. I always have this fear. I always had, past tense, this fear of failure, and my dad contributed to that, because he took every opportunity he got to always tell me that I'm a failure, It just tell you can't. I mean, I pass WAEC that I go meet my papa. I say, you think, you feel with your normal brain pass WAEC. See, some of those things that were just really, it's deep. I don't blame him, because, the way pastors are with their children, and they are just really very, very high-handed, because you don't want them to change and turn into the world and all these things. And
exactly.
It was really, so I had that fear of failure that, even in secondary school, it was with me. From the first day I gained admission, I'm like, actually, I feel finished for this school like this.
Okay, is it because of the constant voice of your dad in your head?
Internalized it, and I now saw myself as a failure at some point. I remember my mom came to my school, Model College Meron then, and she just busted out crying when she saw the mess that I was. She was just crying, So, but I knew that something, I didn't really know God then, But I
When you say the mess, is it the crowd you were hanging with, or
it wasn't even about the crowd. Like I just don't fail go. I know they go class, the
Okay,
gist way,
but your
they
grades
just
were
tell
bad
am,
and
my grades
everything.
were so bad, everything I wasn't even, when you don't already feel say I'm a failure, what else? What else? But I knew that something was just always there with me. I didn't know that it was God, because I knew God for my parents back then, not the way I know God for myself now, because it was just I go to church every
Go
Sunday
to church,
morning.
yeah.
You wake up, you do this, you
seemed
do that.
draconian.
My papa,
Yes.
if they bath, me, my papa use leg break the door, enter. Say this the time you don't go church, what I mean. My dad was just really so it was hard like that.
Is it still hard now with all your success and all that?
Money makes everything easy, to be honest. To be honest, yeah.
My brother, they say there's how alert can be your mental health.
Yeah, I'm telling you, money just makes everything, But yeah, so looking at me now compared to what I used to think of myself to be back then, I'm like, this just has to be God. Because how I even finished from that secondary school, I don't know. Even university, not like I'm a smart boy. Like, I mean, if I really want to get something, do something, if I put my mind to something, I have that excellent spirit in me. But just because I just get that fear, say, can I really do it? I had doubts and all these things, growing up. Even university, at times I would just slip off in the exam because I don't know what to write.
Wow.
But God came through. The result will come out and I passed. Oh, wow. And I'm like, there has to be a superior being
there has to be
somewhere that is just, navigating
you in spite of all the problems that encumber you.
Till it navigated my way till the point where I now met him, and I'm like, oh, so you have been the one.
So you have been the one
that has been, even at the point where I thought that this music, I had ventured into interior designing.
Yeah, because I'm noticing some things in your place.
Yeah,
I did. Like that window there.
Yeah.
It had to be done by someone who's visionary.
Yeah, I did the whole thing here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, that's great.
I had ventured into interior designing. I was already doing work for Banky's partner, Captain Demuren.
Oh yeah, Tools's husband.
Yeah, exactly. I was already like, before then, Seth, I tried dispatch rider. I had bikes.
Don't try. Thank God that you are not there. I
almost died.
Dispatch riders are my major cause of mental stress.
I almost died from doing that business.
Were you actually riding the bike? And
I wasn't riding, but it remained small. I was about to learn, riding, because those riders almost ran me mad. I remember there was a day I was running after my rider. I saw he was driving the bike like that. I was pursuing him on the street.
Dispatch riders, they are still like that. Is God saved you that you did not touch the bike?
I'm telling you, so
dispatch
I had to stop that because my mom called me and told me that guy, this thing is running you mad, So I had to stop that adventure because I thought that at some point I felt like this music. So the me you knew in 2018. If you properly listen to Who Is Your Guy, you will see a difference, because I wasn't even trying to vocally I was already weak then. So it was those periods my backs were against the wall, and I was telling God that, God, just show up. If not for myself, show up for my mom, just so that I can take care of my mom. I was just tired.
You didn't include your dad in the whole thing.
I mean, well, for my mom, because my mom was really, really invested in my life.
Oh, wow.
I remember points where she took loan to, give me money to pay for rent in Lagos, because after university, I decided not to go home. I decided not to just go home.
From there.
She has a big place. She said, come and take a flat here. I said, no, I just want to do my thing. So it was a very bad time for me, because my sponge go dey Bagada, my footwear go dey Ajawo Estate. Literally.
Oh.
Yeah, my footwear go dey Ajawo Estate. My shirt fide Ibadan. So I was just living like that. I remember the day I had to travel all the way to Ibadan because there was literally nowhere for me to sleep in Lagos.
Wow.
Because my friend then, the mom was already telling this boy that is just constituting new sounds here. Can't keep staying here. I had to leave there.
Wow.
That's just the scripture. That's just the verse that sums it up, that when the Lord returned the captivity of Zion, we were like they that dreams.
Wow, what a journey it has been for you. And so God was the force that was behind you.
Yes, sir.
There's something there's one visual metaphor when someone says he's been walking alone. You will just see footsteps behind him. Then he gets to a point and meets God and asks God, where were you when I was all alone? God said, you weren't alone. Those footsteps were actually mine because I was carrying you. So I think that is the vision. That's the illustration.
God needs us to go through the process, because
exactly.
I was really so proud.
You were
those
proud?
Years, those 2018. My voice.
You were proud of your talent.
Baba, they sing go.
I know.
I thought even now a lot of people do not know
your vocal dexterity.
People that knew me in 2018, they will be like, bro, why are you not singing like that again?
Leave them.
Why because they like people like you will be like, Spyro, why they sing
exactly
like that again?
No. The thing is, I think I am just fulfilled to know you have it in you.
Yeah.
You understand? You have it in you. And no matter, I'm ready to trust the direction you are going to. But I know that soon that vocal range will show.
Yeah.
Does it show in any of these songs in the album? Did you let loose in any of those tracks?
Maybe on a few.
Okay.
I tried. But then I was just really very, and God needed to tame me.
So what humbled you?
God go humble you now. So all those things I was going through was a process to let you know that it's not you, it's not by your power. It's just, that's why I said, who is your guy? We did that song in 30 minutes. Like I voiced in 30 minutes. I wasn't just interested. I was just, let's just do this.
I'm telling you.
Let's just do this. And how the song blew up. Baba, if I tell you, you'll be shocked. Because even me, like, it wasn't about promotions. Because I can tell you that it was God himself that just picked up that song and blew it up. Because the person that God used was even telling me that, I kept asking him, why are you posting this song? Why are you promoting this song this heavy? And he was like, he doesn't even know himself. Why is Chris Clown?
Chris Clown! Are you serious?
He was the person that God used to take that song to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris Clown, I love Chris Clown.
I was already about to release Only Fine Girl because I was tired of this song.
You see, because Only Fine Girl and Who's Your Guy, they have the same kind of, so you have this chorus thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think Ashake has something like that, but your own chorus thing is like chorus from gospel. You understand?
Yeah. More like call
that.
and response.
Yes. Do you know people do you know when they sing? There was one time the DJ started in the club. Okay, played music. They wanted to calm people down. Then started playing slow songs. Then played Beautiful and everything. And you know that your Beautiful song is like a chorus, a gospel chorus.
The angels are singing.
The angels are singing.
Lord.
My fellow fools in the club, they started raising their hand as if it's a gospel song. Wow. So now, so it goes back to the select. So that for that particular song, you didn't pray to God to tell you whether, or is it afterwards, after you release that song?
I think for every song, as this album is about to drop now, I'm in the presence of God again.
Yes. Amen.
Not to just go by flesh and say, oh, I've done this is mind-blowing work. So I'm in the presence of God for like 3 days to seek his face. How do I promote it?
How do you promote it?
What should I do? What should I not do? Who should I be talking to? Who should I be, And I believe that my steps are guided and ordered by God.
Yes.
So that's just like the process that I always go through.
All right, now, so we've talked about the album. How many tracks there? 10?
19 tracks.
19 tracks.
Yes, sir.
19 tracks.
Yes, sir. 19 tracks.
Who records 19 tracks? Okay, so how many are you going to promote from all of? Because you know why I like albums like that. Everybody's going to rush for the popular one, the ones that, but there are some hidden gems that people like me like to discover. So when your album comes out, I'm going to listen to everything.
Yeah,
That's how I
believe
discover
you.
songs.
Yeah.
I'll listen. I'll say, this one. I listen. I say, I know.
And I'll
I
need
know
you
this.
to advise me on the ones that
No,
you feel
what
like,
I'll do is this.
Focus on this.
I do song reactions. You understand? I do song reactions. So there's this guy called, the first song reaction I ever did was Nathaniel Bassey's
Oh, wow.
You Are Good.
You are good.
You are good. You are good.
Oh, yeah,
all
all the time.
That's the one I did because he released it on Valentine's Day. I think he had released it previously, then released something called Refresh. You Are Good, Refresh. And I listened to it. I just did a reaction to it. Everybody's telling me now, you do reactions. So I know that out of those 19 songs, apart from the usual suspects, there will be other ones that I know I would like personally that I'll discover for other people. So 19 songs.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get all that when it's released.
It was divided into 3 sections. So 1 to 7, 1 to 6, 1 to 6.
So
1
boys,
to 7
men,
for the men, 1 to
6
6 for the boys, 1 to 6 for your guy.
So your guy, the aspect of your guy, are you the only one singing?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
So men,
we had the legends, the boys. They have me with the.
That means Beautiful is part of the boys.
The boys, yeah,
because of Oxlade.
Yeah.
Wow, that is spectacular. Okay, let's move away from this exciting news about your album because I know it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. There's no way, because I think anything you touch at this point, you should be Spyro Midas, because Midas, everything Midas touched turned to gold. But yours will be,
by the grace of God.
But yours will be platinum.
Amen.
Okay, now let's go to your personal life. For what you have said, I know that your mother is the love of your life.
Yes, sir.
You proposed to the second love of your life recently and broke the hearts of many women.
Is she the second or the first now?
You mean who?
She's replacing.
You didn't fall into that trap. Nice one. Nice one.
She's replacing.
She's
my
replaced.
Mom.
Yeah, let's hope mom is not watching. Yeah,
but she understands.
She understands, of course.
Yeah,
of course, she does. All right, now, are you the first son?
Nah, I'm the second.
The second, okay.
Or the third, because I'm a twin.
Okay.
So I don't know which one I be.
You are a twin?
Yes, sir.
You mean there's another human being like you walking around this?
Yes, sir.
Are you identical twins?
Nah, she's the
okay, she is.
Nage.
Does she know how to sing?
Yeah, very well.
Why didn't you feature her in any of your... Do you have any song with her?
She's the Tokwe Alabi vibe.
Hey! Maybe you should go into that world. Maybe you should have given us a bit of that crazy Tokwe Alabi.
Yeah, I mean, now that you said it, it's something that I could look into.
No,
maybe
don't code. You are going to look into it because, I think all artists deserve to show their range. You need to do some things and everything.
Different.
Rema was singing something, see that girl, she wear yellow. Then all of a sudden, I didn't quarreling in the song. When I first heard it, I said, "Oh boy, now wait." Then I had the second time, third time. Before you know it, I said, my best part of that song. The best part of that song for me is that place. It goes. So I'm waiting for that thing to happen. So my friends know it. They will just turn and just look at you.
They look at you. You are feeling it in your spirit.
I think you should delve into that in future.
It's funny how I have like a very vast, in this album I had Fuji.
You did?
I have like a Fuji vibe. R&B vibe. I grew up in that space where the house where they live that time, they Pasuma. All of this and these gospel singers, Ajogba Jesu,
wow,
Atorishe,
yes,
Eleyele, Bukola, plenty. So I listen to a lot of all this. music,
That's where your melody comes from,
yeah.
because you can spot a melody and you will know exactly that this
Yeah,
is going to,
listening to a lot of R. Kelly, Osha,
Usher.
prime time Africa. Then I had to fly into my mom's room just to plug the radio to listen. So my my repertoire
Of
is,
music is vast.
yeah, very vast.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any song on that album that is dedicated to the love of your life? No.
Yeah. I have.
Which one is that? Is that the
I have
beautiful
like two.
one?
No.
Beautiful.
I have like about two there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You are
talks about
singing
our story. Yeah.
Okay. You are not singing it like generally the love of. You are singing it directly.
Yeah, directly. Like
nice.
the song with the bunch. Yeah, I was talking about her. Like why result too. I did with you for my life.
Whoa.
Because so lucky girls don't chop my eye.
Wow.
Before now don't get full my mind. You make me realize life is more than that. I'm in love. Oh. Yeah, so I was directly talking.
So does she
about
listen? Does she listen to the songs?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
She
And when
listens.
she listens to it and knows that,
She's the one.
she's
that's
like,
singing
do you tell her
songs.
calm down? Don't be too proud. You know,
Yeah,
because
sometimes.
she goes like,
yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
nice.
just really very happy about it,
Oh,
and
nice,
like
nice.
dances and yeah. So
she's the envy of many heartbroken women. At least the proposal was very romantic, was it?
very romantic, but private.
Private, romantic. Did you have your parents there? Her parents, her friends?
No, just
there?
our sisters, a sister, few friends from our hand, and few friends from my
your
end.
your
And
end.
it was just really beautiful. And I was when you feel fulfilled, I was just so happy and fulfilled. I've never been this happy in my life. To be honest with you,
Oh,
I've never been this happy in my life. Yeah. Because,
is it a combination of things going well, or you think the main factor
because
is
the
her?
main factor is the fact that I feel like I've been waiting several years, Baba. I've been waiting several years because I've seen what wrong marriages have done to people.
I am the poster boy for that. I'm the poster boy for that. If I hear the M word,
I'm
it's a
telling you.
no.
I sat down with a old lady sometime, and she sat on the bed and she was like, God, what mistake, what have I ever done to you to push me to this kind of man? Because she felt like with this whole potential that I have, now she's about close to 70, and she looks at herself and she's
filled with regrets and all that.
regrets. So marriage can make or mar lives.
Oh yes.
So that's why I've been really praying and careful, that God just help me, and I feel like this is it.
This is it.
Like I feel it deep in my spirit, because I'm a spirit person. I always like to follow the spirit.
I think the mistake some married people do is that when they think that marriage just solves everything, when they get married, they don't even put that effort they used to put when you were courting and all that. So you have to, this is now time, this is when the real relationship has begun, and you have to even do more. That's what I've found. But some people are not successful in that. Some people are very successful, and in all that. But I'm happy that you said you found your true life partner.
Thank you very much.
Please don't be giving people things. Just think, because now, right now, if we want to go by demographics, you have like millions of girls angry that you are taking. Not that they had a chance with you. You understand? I have women still crushing over Usher. When Usher got married, his fan base reduced because they were aggravated women. Yeah, they were angry, and that's the thing with you guys, that have perfect voices, a great musical career. Once you are married, that's it. That's it now. So some of them will be
I mean, I kind of understand, because I know a friend of mine that just stopped liking Tiwa Savage after she heard Tiwa Savage was involved with T-Bills as a den.
And he
It was so sad, and he just stopped.
He was so sad.
Yeah.
He didn't know. I think his sadness should come from the fact that he didn't even stand a chance in the first place.
Yeah, but I mean, people, a lot of times they know that they don't stand a chance, but they
but
still
they just
like
want
the fact that this person is available.
So I'm happy you know. I'm happy you know that.
So,
So that's what's happening.
That this person is available. I know my
to
fans are not like that. They are beautiful people, you know.
You mean your fans?
Yeah,
yes, the
they are
guys.
beautiful.
But the girls,
even the ladies, they are beautiful people.
most of them. But there are some of them that would. That girl cannot still breathe till now. That particular girl, she has not been able to.
That one
breathe.
just got carried. That one is just lost in. She just got carried away by maybe a suit where I wear. It's just lost in.
Hey, you this guy, modesty. Okay, let's go back now to your album. We've talked a lot. With you, I think I can have like a 3-hour podcast with you, because I have a lot of things to talk. And you are somebody, you have experienced a lot of things. You have done a lot of things, and this album that you have released, apart from the normal ones, give me a couple of songs that you will recommend.
And the album?
Yes.
It's just it's plenty.
There are plenty. Do you feel, if you want to take stock of all the songs in the album, would you say, how would you rate yourself as a fan of Spyro, not as Spyro, as fans of Spyro? How do you think they'll rate the performance of this album in terms of likability? I'm not talking about how many streams. No. Streams are just numbers.
I think that people are really gonna love this. Maybe on a 90 to 100, or even
classic album then.
Or 110. To be honest, I'm just being honest, because it's been years of. I've been churning out hits for like 2-3 years now, and I've churned out about 9 great songs. I don't want to say everything. Every of the songs are mega hits, but 9 great songs, from Who Is Your Guy to Only Fine Girl to Nobody Go Day, Billing to The Angels Are Singing Beautiful to Every Time I Pull Up With My G's, the one with Shut Down with Fino, to You Sweetie, Funke. About 9 of these songs that could have made an album, but I just decided not to put out an album yet, because I just want to, I waited till this time to make sure that the funding is right, to make sure that the there's work. I mean, it took a lot to make this project, because some of the artists have been pursuing some for, a while. I wanted some people to also be on the project, but they could not be on the project so it took a while to just come together with this body of work. And trust me, the only album I had in mind when I was making this was Mushin to Moit. So in my head, how do I beat Mushin to Moit? How do I surpass that? To me, that's like the height of the standard album success for me.
And do you think you were anywhere close to that with this album?
I leave that to the audience to judge, honestly. But I feel like it was great work, basically. Beautiful. The song with Phase is, so what I did is, it was different genres in there. You have something like funk, jazz, you have Fuji, you have R&B, you have, I touched on every,
you have bangers in there, apart from the ones that we know.
A lot of bangers, actually. Maybe like 3, maybe like 3 or 4.
Nice.
And so I can't really pick and say this is the one I feel like people will gravitate towards, because Sweet is from the album, Beautiful is from the album,
Beautiful.
Stand By You is from the album.
What's your mom's favorite song?
You know them now.
Because this album is like an amalgamation of the past, the present, and even the future. So there's something in there for her. What is that?
For her, the ones that she loves.
The one that she I mean, the one that
she has not listened to the album, so to say. But from the songs that I've done
from the
so
songs
far,
that she knows, which one is the one that she always says? Beautiful.
Who's Your Guy?
Who's Your Guy?
Yeah, Beautiful and Who's Your Guy? Yeah.
Who is the person in Nigeria that you are looking forward to working with? always wanted to work with? And
I mean, that would be One Day Cool, because we were supposed to have something on this album, because I flew all the way from where was I? Newark in the US to I flew to, was it Atlanta? Where was he? I flew all the way just to have that discussion with him on the album, and he listened to the album and he already picked his favorite song, but there was someone else on the song, and we just, but we are still in conversations, but because of the timing, the album had to be out September 26th, but the timing of it, so cool. This is just like the volume 1, so I'm still going to have, like, what do they call that version? Like an upgraded version of the album, where I would now have
deluxe.
Yeah, deluxe where I would now have One Day Cool. And but that's the person that, man, when I'm having writer's block or creative block, I just go listen to Mushin, to more hits.
Who do you want to collaborate with on an international level?
I'm an Usher guy, anytime, any
Usher,
day.
Raymond.
Chris Brown would also do it for me.
Chris Brown, yeah, okay, that's good.
Chris Brown will also do it for me.
How long is it going to take for you now to do another? I can't say album, because it took you a really long time. It took a really long time.
Yeah, it took a long time.
But now, I think what I'm saying is, with all of this, is it time for you now to rest a bit in terms of composition, or are you always formulating new songs?
Yes, sir.
So with all of these songs that you have 19 on this album. How many rejected songs do you have in your vault that you've done, but you said, let me just keep it aside? Do you have any?
So the problem with me is that I always have too much songs for. So anytime I want to drop, I always have that problem. Which one should I drop? Which one, So we now have to start calling professionals, help us pick songs. This 19 was war, because, I mean, how do you pick 19 songs out of like 300 to 400 songs that you've recorded over time? So, and the thing is that a lot of the songs I'm releasing are not new songs. Who Is Your Guy is not new. Only Fine Girl is not new.
Wow. You mean they are newer songs?
Sweet is not new. Sweet, I've written Sweet since like 2020. These were just songs that I just bring out of the archive to just reproduce them and push them out. I've been working since like I said 2008. So I've been working. I keep recording. So I just have a lot of songs. So now what I just do, but irrespective of that, I still record new songs.
Okay.
So but if I want to release like 4 more albums now, I have songs down.
Wow. Okay, as church boy, who do you want to collaborate with from the gospel genre?
To shock you, Abba, I just collaborate with Don Moen.
Don Moen?
Yeah, this Don Moen. I'm not even sure say people for this generation know Don Moen.
God
is good all the time.
All the time.
Through the songs
I just want to
praise.
be where you are.
Yeah, collaborate with Don
Moen. Wow, Don Moen. Now, one last thing. Is there any song that some other artist had sang and you looked at it and said, damn,
this should be me? Can I think of any right now?
I'm sure
but I know that there are songs like that.
Yeah, there are songs like,
especially One Day Cool songs.
One Day Cool.
Maybe Rotate.
Rotate.
I'm doing time.
Whoa, dude.
These One Day Cool songs sometimes just feel like, say, the versatility,
One Day Cool is very.
One Day is just very.
It's very
just another. And I hope that he believes it when anytime I see him and I'm telling him,
I'm sure
Baba, there is no. And Oxlade and I and Fireboy, we have this conversation. It's One Day Cool, it's One Day Cool,
Oh, nice.
Trust me. So
nice.
It's just it does not even have an idea how much it has impacted my music as a person, So
yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. So we've come to the very end of this particular one-off episode.
Yes.
One-off. It was magnificent because I had to. I'm not I'm not looking at myself as the host. I'm looking at myself as somebody. I'm your fan right from the beginning when I heard Funke.
Thank you very much.
Now you're telling me I'm going to go and just get all those your songs. I'm going to try and listen to it because I know you're going to succeed because you started by telling me that before you delve into anything, it's God. May the best of your past be the worst of your future. That means you are going to, what you thought was best, you have not seen anything yet.
Amen.
God bless you.
Amen.
Good luck to you and enjoy your success.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Such an honor once again. Yes, I don't take this one off my bucket list. Say the legend himself.
Don't
you know,
worry.
and I'm thankful because that actually has something to do with the album because you know is one of those men.
The men.
You know that
we're the men.
Have shaped the media industry.
Yes, thank you.
And I have him right here. You know, it's such a dream come true. Honestly, my mom sees this.
Hey mommy, we love you.
My
thank
son
you.
Down blue.
Thank you for sculpturing this boy into a very, not only is he talented, but you can tell that he's a fine young man. And it's because of parental upbringing. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy, for this wonderful boy.
Thank you.